Greetings, adjudicator and my fellow competitors. We're going to be discussing about the underlying consequences of the Olympic Games. The Olympic Game is a staple of international connection. It is where athletes worldwide compete in the sports that they're most passionate about, and the fans pridefully cheer on. Since the Olympic only happens once every 4 years, and so they accumulate a large amount of spectator count. This makes Olympic an effective way of spreading messages such as sustainable practices. Behind glamorous venues in Olympic Games are single-use stadiums and a large amount of carbon being released. The reason for this is that host countries will go to any extent in order to meet the fans' expectations. While doing so, they may disregard environmental damage. A study in 2019 stated that the 2016 Olympics in Rio produced 4.6 million tons of carbon, which equals the carbon emission of 529,000 homes in 1 year. The stadium is still unused till now due to safety concerns.
In order to achieve a sustainable Olympics game, we believe that the Olympics Committee must implement sustainable architectural guidelines. In a conference in Prague on the sustainability of the Olympic Stadium, it has been stated that a building must be designed to save energy and resources while minimizing harmful emissions as well as conserving the surrounding ecosystems and environment. Thus, we propose a plan that the committee should repurpose stadiums, implementing energy-generating gym equipment, as well as recycling industrial scraps. First of all, during the construction period, the Olympics Committee should reuse existing facilities by renovating it, and only build new structures when it is absolutely necessary. By reusing the facilities, this can reduce the cost and materials needed to build fresh new stadiums. And then, after the games, it can be repurposed into gyms that are open to the public with multi-purpose halls. As we all know, the Olympics has world-class facilities, and this should be utilized after the games, not discarded and throw it away. And this can decrease the environmental impact from the infrastructure being left behind and abandoned and wasted. From a good point of view, the local community will have a new sporting facilities that can promote public health and send a message to the locals on sustainable sports.
So more on these energy-generating equipments. These gyms can utilize equipment that harness human movement and convert them into electrical energy, which is then fed back into the power grid and to offset the energy usage of the venue. This equipment has already been manufactured by Sports Art, a leader in sustainable fitness for over 70 years, and have sold their equipment over 40 countries worldwide. Their newest technology is called EcoPower, and they have been implemented in gyms and recreation centers all across America. We believe that the Olympic Committee can implement sport arts or similar technology into their world-class gyms. We believe it is possible because the gyms that have implemented these technology, they have reported positive feedbacks from the community and have experienced an increase in member interest and sales. This shows indication of success and support from the community in the decision.
Lastly, in every Olympics game, roughly 1,000 medals and more are awarded every game. And inspired by the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, where they have collected electronics waste and convert that into medals, we want to extend on that idea. During the infrastructure process, the committee should collect the medal scraps and turn them into medals, not only in the infrastructure process, but also in everyday household. For example, within the Olympics Committee office themselves. This raises internal awareness about the environmental problems and sustainability in the community, and also has external benefits, and it creates a circular economy where the waste products is converted into raw materials and they can be produced into the metals instead. This actually has a very meaningful impact, as the waste materials, instead of going to the landfills, can be repurposed, extends their lifetime, and serves a new purpose as honorable medals instead. Now, the Olympics is a worldwide symbol of sports, and an impactful event like this, it has numerous positive effects on the sporting community, the industry, and the environment themselves. Thus, it is very crucial that they send a positive message to fans on the importance of sustainable sports. This can inspire other sporting committees, events in the future to fight against climate change and aim for sustainable developments and sustainable sports. Thank you.
I'm really impressed with the fact that your idea is to use waste and turn them into more useful materials. So my question is like, why using old stadiums? More like they the people, the committee, they left those stadiums because they are no longer up to standard. Why fixing them when they would cost and waste even more? That is one of our questions. Do you have any other question?
So you say that you inner celebrities and people in the Olympics to post about sustainability and to save the environment. What if they do it? They do it on social media and the action represents something else. Thank you.
Thank you for your feedback as well as the questions. We'll be clarifying them now. So the first question is, why do we use old stadiums? Well, now we have to imagine in a city where there is an old, unused stadium that is just being left there for nothing. In my speech, I actually talked about the Rio Olympics in 2016, and this is exactly what happened to their stadium. Now, around those areas with the Olympic, where it once hosted one of the most largest events, sporting events in the history, it is now an abandoned place, and it really gives off a bad image for Rio as a whole in like sustainability as well as yeah. So by renovating these stadiums, not only will the city get a better image of them being more sustainable, but it will also definitely 100% be less expensive to rebuild stadiums rather than create new ones. Because the stadiums already had pre-made a skeleton of the infrastructure, and all they have to do is renovate only certain parts of it, or most of it. But it will definitely be cheaper than building the whole stadium from the ground up, only for another single use. And then that stadium can be used to be repurposed afterwards.
Alright, not only that, the old stadiums, we're not talking about just the abandoned ones, but we're also talking about functional using stadiums that have been used in every single day life. And so the Olympics Committee can make use of the existing stadiums and have that as a part of the facilities and infrastructure to use in the Olympics game. Maybe not during the main event, but also as a facility for the athletes to stay in, because there is the Olympics Village as well to accommodate the athletes. Secondly, I want to address the Olympics message of sustainability themselves. The Olympics game in itself is a symbol of sports, of community, of people gathering together in a place to celebrate this thing. And that is the perfect opportunity to send a message on sustainability. The committee themselves have pledged that they want to achieve sustainable Olympics game. And we believe that with that idea, and they're dedicated for it, then this message should be sent across the game themselves, from the building to the infrastructure to the stadium, which is the talk of the show, because it's so glamorous that people are so fascinated by it. And that can be used as a symbol to promote the idea of sustainability in sports. Thank you.